This is Terry Kurtz online reporting on Victor Valley, High Desert, and Mojave River Valley events, activities, entertainment, sports, and history. Joseph W. Brady reports on the midterm election results in this November 21st interview.
Terry, I think the world's somewhat in shock that, we're the United States of America. I mean, we're not a third world country. I mean, we're supposed to be the most powerful, and we can't seem to get our votes in California counted, much less in Maricopa County down in Arizona or in Victorville. But I would say this: we've got a great amount of confidence with the register of voters. If I have a stupid question, I reach out to my friend Melissa Eichmann and just ask her. She's very good with responding. She's a communications director. But I think that we've been rather challenged. So today we are doing this. This is on Monday, the 21st. The election was on the 8th. There's been 12 days past. I think today we're pretty much done. The numbers I'm going to go through are literally done. But you feel bad I feel bad for Lizanne Angulo and Bob Harriman in the city of Victorville. I mean, this going back and forth and these really, I feel bad for the congresswoman back in Denver. You've got these really, really close races, and you feel bad for our congressional leaders on both sides. You feel bad for our senatorial leaders on both sides. I feel, bad for the two senators or the two senators to be, Warnock and Herschel, back in back in Georgia. Better yet, I feel bad for our country. I think the country is looking for a change. I don't think that change came. I think that our president now has to sit down and say, am I going to either cooperate or I'm going to be looked at the bad guy? I know some people feel that the Republicans might take some time to investigate things that they need to that have gone on. We have spent the last 7 years investigating Donald Trump, and the issue today is not about Donald Trump. The issue, I think, nationally is about inflation, protecting the borders. We have 7 million male candidates that can go to work today in our country, and they're not working. Everywhere I go, I was just up at a community college conference up in San Francisco at a Hyatt, no valet, nobody to take up our bags to our rooms because they have a shortage of people. This is in San Francisco. So Terry, I think that people want to get the interest rate issue resolved. The inflation issue is a real deal, and whether or not you agree with one side or another, we have issues. So I was glad to see the president last week come out and say, I want to cooperate with the Republicans. Well, I don't think you have a choice. If you want to move your agenda forward, you need to do that. Well, in the past, 2 weeks ago, it was like, I don't need to cooperate with anybody. So I hope that people watch this realize this, that for the last 6 years, we have done nothing but investigate people. And while there may be investigations going on soon, and I probably wouldn't want to go up against Jim Jordan, and in the judiciary, we need to get some of these things out. I think we need to clear the deck. I think we need to be honest with each other and realize that while we've been pointing fingers at one side, we need to take a look at the other, and let's get on with the people's business. But what's gone on here? So in our area, we had some close races. On the Victor Valley Community College side, my friend Brandon Wood was reelected very, very handsomely, and I'm glad. And I was reelected. My competition was Blanca Gomez, who's a council person in Victorville. And I want to say one thing for the audience. Blanca, while we talked 2 weeks ago, it wasn't about this election. I want to thank you for keeping it on point. We intentionally did not say anything negative. There was no reason to say anything negative. I said to you when we last talked that I'm willing to sit down with you anytime, any place, anywhere. You can bring whoever you want. I will have somebody there so that we're clear about what we would discuss. And let's discuss things that benefit the city of Victorville, the High Desert, and Victor Valley College. So I think you're a student out there, and I think it's really important. In Victorville, we had two races. You had Deborah Jones, the existing mayor, and her competition was Pastor Raphael Porras, and she handily won that race. I thought it was going to be a tighter race. And then in the new district that was created, you had Lizette Angulo, and who's married to Basil Kimbrough, and they're both friends. So I want to go on the record and say they're both friends. I know them well. They've been to my house for dinner, so that's how I consider them friends. But they competed with a friend of mine, Bob Harriman, who's in the concrete business. He's He's a planning commissioner. She was up in the probably the first 4 days pretty handsomely, but then we saw the change, and it looks like Bob won. And I just hope, Lizette, that you're able to continue to work with some of the leaders within the council. I would absolutely encourage them to do that. I recently was talking to Liz Becerra, council member Liz Becerra. I think everybody brings value, even though the election's over. I know you've tried 3 times. I consider you a friend. I love your input. I will still send you articles from time to time, and we got that. Out in Adelanto, Mayor Gabriel Reyes made a really strong showing. There were 5 people. So when you divide up the vote like that, that's pretty strong. He came with 48.45%. He got 1,653 votes. That's pretty big out of 3,412. So the second place went to Stefania Evans, who's a council member. So she'll be off. Third place went to Diana Esmeralda. Fourth place went to Ronald Beard, who's run before. And fifth place went to Monique Correa. So congratulations, Mayor. I wish you the best. We look forward to working with you. Paul Castillo in our office is kind of the king of real estate out in Adelanto, and he's done very well. We just closed a big deal out there, so we're proud. It's the biggest industrial deal that a broker up here has closed this year in the high desert. On the council side, so we have two new council people coming in, and it's pretty exciting. We have Amanda Uptergrove, so I probably mispronounced this wrong. I know, Amanda, you had a coffee with Paul Casilla here recently, and he really enjoyed it. And then a young man, Angelo Mezza. So Amanda got 24.15% of the vote, 1,194 people, and Angelo got 23.84%, 1,179. It was, then you had 19. So Miguel Soto, who gave a great presentation. I was pleased to see that. I want to mention John Pinkerton, former trustee John Pinkerton with Victor Valley College, and his great wife and fellow trustee Sharon Pinkerton, and a group of leaders in Adelanto 3-4 Sundays ago it was kind of a debate discussion over at Adelanto High School and their Performing Arts Center, a gorgeous facility. I had not been on the school campus in a long time, and it was very entertaining. I want to thank John and everybody that did, and Sharon. I thought it was a great idea. I was able to get out there. I was able to see an old friend of ours, Tiana Green, whose mom used to work with our firm, and whose dad was just a great guy. So I saw her. She sang the. She didn't give the invocation. She gave the not the Pledge of Allegiance, but our national anthem. And Terry, she absolutely knocked it out of the park. And from the moment she sang, I knew that she had to be related and had to be the daughter of Pam Green. So Pam Green, Leonard Green, God bless you. Tiana, I'm going to have you on out to Victor Valley Community College District to sing that. You just knocked out of the charts, and I was really glad. John, thanks. Out in Barstow had a kind of a tough race out there, and I'm looking while I am fumbling because I know that we got this right. Let's talk a little bit about Apple Valley. Carrie Leon, who's been the mayor, who's been out there, she's real passionate. She's with Agio Real Estate. Her and Paul own it. She did a really good job. She beat out a friend of everybody, Michael Karen. I want to put a plug in. Michael, your son is just a great quarterback at Victor Valley College. She got 68% of the vote, so that's a pretty resounding win. And I was at a function where Michael stood up, and she was there, and Michael said, if you want to vote for Carrie, vote for her, and that's okay. I'm not going to be disappointed. Michael, I really took that. You really said something to me when you did that. I've known you forever, but that really was classy. Kurt Emick bested Matthew Rutledge, 55.21% to 44. I thought that was a lot closer race than I think it seemed. 1,892 votes. While it was tight at the beginning, it was like 100 votes spread. But congrats, Kurt. You and Val have been very committed to Apple Valley. I mean, Val goes to absolutely everything she possibly can. She breathes it. She loves it. Kurt, they make a great couple. I've known them since we were on 7th Street together, where Kurt's Farms is. Barstow had some interesting. So Carmen Hernandez is back on the council again. So she had been on the council. I haven't seen her in a while. Carmen, welcome back. I know she did a brief stint over at Barstow Community College. And so she's back. She got 427 votes, or 57% of the vote, and she bested Martha O'Brien. Martha's a great lady. I've had a chance to talk to her in the past, know something about her, and I really suggest, Martha, you stay involved in politics, get involved somehow, and maybe Carmen will appoint you to some committee as chairman. Terry, we want to keep people involved out here. The one thing, if somebody gets defeated, that doesn't mean that they've lost. It just means they lost that race. Doesn't mean there's not a greater place. James Noble won. Again, he is an existing council member. James, I hope during this term we get a chance to break bread. I would love to do it. You've got a great son who is a great football player at my alma mater, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and he's done a great job with his gym over there on Main Street. So he got 54.06%. to 45% for Terry Peralta. I'd met Terry. Terry was in the Parks Department out at the city for a long period of time and had a strong following with 509 votes. She'd never run before. So we've got those. I think we have two other measures that I'm looking up here. That one was on the, hold on here, Terry. We're going to have to cut this portion of the tape. So just congrats to everybody that won. The Valley has a lot of great things going on right now. I'm excited. Hopefully the speed train will come to finalization. Our bishop, I know you follow that, and the town is totally behind that. I think that's a real deal. Silverwood project is totally under construction. John O'Haney, and congrats. We got Covington Capital leading the pack with new buildings on out here and their acquisition at SCLA in the last year. We've got Prologis out at SCLA. We've got what's going on in Atalanta on their industrial park. We got the BNSF $1.5 billion investment on 4,500 acres coming to town. We got the great growth out in the northern portion of Apple Valley. We have the Green Tree bridge opening up in April. It's a time that we all come together and kind of put our stuff behind. I will say this: I was a little disappointed in my political party, the San Bernardino County Republicans. I won't say, Terry, for this video because they've already received the video, but we have two prominent Republicans. Both are in the first district for the GOP. That in closed session told two big lies. I didn't get the endorsement. I was able to prove that I didn't need the endorsement, so it shows that maybe what the GOP was doing up here. But my message to those two people who will get this is I've already sent you a video. I've already sent a video down to Phil Cothran, who's the GOP chair. We're going to be meeting. I think we need to come together pretty soon, because if not, I think that people will then need to know who you are. I don't think we need to do that to people up here. I don't think, hurting a fellow Republican and coming from a Republican and, coming from a person that was over at the Victor Valley Community College Foundation, we don't need to do that. The High Desert has a great opportunity to grow. We don't all have to get along. We don't all have to be friends. But at the end of the day, we need to welcome those people that want to come up here. We need to graduate those people to live up here. We need to create a greater opportunity for everybody. When people see us fighting, they don't want to do that. So I want to wish everybody a happy holiday. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. This won't come out until afterwards. We're finishing out the next edition of the Brad Coy Desert Report. It will come out in the first month of January. So every elected will receive that pro bono. And I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year from all the associates here at the Bradco Companies. Thanks.
Terry Kurtz Online was brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road.
So.
Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers. Solid quality truck body. Family owned and operated since 1954. The Bradco Companies, our area's longest standing full service commercial brokerage firm. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, favored destination for travelers and visitors to the Victor Valley. Terry Kurtz here, throwing out an invitation for you to catch up with High Desert Sports Activities, your High Desert Sports Report, showing 3 times every day on Victor Valley TV, 7 and 11 every morning, 4 every afternoon. We hope you'll join us right here on Victor Valley TV.
Ashley Ritchie, Zach Sweeney, Cameron Ivey, Ricky Gabrielson, among those honored at the 2nd Annual Rick Gabrielson Foundation Awards. Dick Sowers coached Gabrielson, who died suddenly in 1994 while coaching at his alma mater. Bob Slough presenting an award of valor to Granite Hill's Matt Kachowski, cancer survivor who had a lung removed a year ago but recovered to play football and track and field this year. Each nominee received a gold watch and plaque, and before day's end, a surprise from title sponsor Desert Community Bank. To 4 winners, a $2,000 scholarship. Girl nominees, small schools, Dina Schilling, Apple Valley Christian. Lucerne Valley's Claire Main, unable to attend. Victor Valley Christian's Rachel Gordon, basketball and softball stand out among CIF leaders and RBIs this season. Alexandria Frazier, Excelsior star in basketball and track and field. Sarah Underwood, Academy for Academic Excellence. She excelled in volleyball and basketball. Small schools, Girl Athlete of the Year, Alex Chatfield, all CIF in volleyball, twice league MVP in basketball for Hesperia Christian. Boys, small schools nominees, Victor Valley Christian's Daniel Carrington. Alex Patag, Apple Valley Christian, all league in basketball and volleyball. Tommy Hagan, Lucerne Valley football player and wrestler. Hesperia Christian's Johnny Barton on his senior trip. The winner, Excelsior for sport star Cameron Ivey.
I'm going to BBC, and then after that, I'm planning to transfer to a 4-year college to major in business.
Large schools, girls nominees, Mallory Day, Apple Valley track and cross country. Jennifer Carlson, Sultana, soccer, track and volleyball. Lauren Tarver, Serrano, tennis and soccer. Kara Jenkins of Granite Hills, DSL tennis champion. Hesperia's Allison Clark was pitching her Scorpions to the CIF championship. Large schools, girls athlete of the year, Silverado All-American cross-country runner, All-CIF basketball player, Ashley Ritchie, Cal State Fullerton Back.
I'm attending Cal State Fullerton on a 4-year scholarship to play basketball, and there I want to get my degree in broadcasting and communication, and then after that become a sports commentator.
Joe Vargas explained Ricky Gabrielson opted to withdraw to remove any concerns of favoritism. Gabrielson received an inspirational award of excellence.
There's a lot of negatives out there, and I just didn't want to associate any of the negatives with the award. You know, I wanted to make sure everybody knows that every athlete should have been acknowledged, and not only does the staff of the award have enough pressure, I just didn't want to put extra pressure on them, you know, with their friend's son being in the situation, and you know, I just wanted it to be best athlete, so you know, I just wanted to remove myself. It was more about pride, and I was just happy with being my dad's son.
Like his dad, a class act. Large school nominees, Victor Valley golfer Ricky Montanez. Apple Valley 4 sports star Jemani Bay, Sun Devils basketball MVP and all-league in football. But a magnificent field of candidates. Serrano basketball legend Harrison Gaines. DeAndre Glasper led Silverado to the CIF semifinal. Hesperia wrestler Ryan Hoover, all-American. The winner, Sultana's Zach Sweeney, football and wrestling standout. He's headed for Chadron State in Nebraska. Competitive?
I really wanted to get the award. I was pretty nervous when I was going up, so it's a great honor to have the award, and I want to thank the Gabrielson Foundation and everybody who contributed to this award.
Ron Wilson spoke early in the ceremony, then left word that DCB was so impressed with the quality and caliber of each of these student athletes that all 22 nominees would receive $250 to go toward college expenses. Read Tim Herron's Sunday article in the June 3rd Daily Press for further details of the Rick Gabrielson legacy. Next year's awards promise to be bigger and better, but this year's will be tough to top.
I'm really excited, especially getting this award.
Shocked, excited.
I was thrown off guard, I guess. I didn't expect it to happen.
I was surprised. I mean,
I was very excited to get this.
Immediate reactions of winners at the 3rd Annual Rick Gabrielson Fund Awards Ceremony for Outstanding Senior Athletes of the Year. Athletes nominated from the Victor Valley's 13 public and private high schools. Godfathers of the foundation, Dick Sowers, high school baseball coach to Rick Gabrielson at Apple Valley, and Bob Slough, Gabrielson's basketball coach.
The annual awards a perpetual tribute to the athleticism, competitiveness, and character of the high school, college, and professional baseball star, honoring athletes who personify and exemplify his traits. All CIF in baseball and basketball, an all-conference outfielder at Oklahoma State, drafted into the Dodgers organization, he played, then coached, until returning to Apple Valley to coach his alma mater. The 2008 nominees from the Small Schools Division: AAE's Amy Groover, volleyball and basketball standout, the Agape League Most Valuable Player in basketball; Excelsior's Casey Mott, All Agape League in volleyball for the Lady Eagles and ASB president. Hesperia Christian's Laura Till, unable to attend, her parents accepted the plaque and wristwatch for the volleyball and basketball star. Apple Valley Christian's Joanna Triboli, volleyball, basketball, and softball standout, all Agape League in all three sports. Gagandeep Sandhu, Victor Valley Christian, three-sport star for the Lady Royals, conference champion in the shot and runner-up in discus, volleyball, and all Agape League in basketball. Lucerne Valley's Gabby South, 3 times Desert Mountain League champion in the 800 meters. Gabby also named to the All-League team in volleyball and basketball. Lucerne Valley's Lewis Cruz, All-League in football, 20-4 in wrestling, and All-League in baseball for the Mustangs. Excelsior's Jared Dean. Jared played football and basketball and ran track at Excelsior and earned a 3.8 GPA. Academy for Academic Excellence, Troy Harris. Troy set the school track record in long jump and triple jump and was all Agape League in basketball. Apple Valley Christian's Stephen Mesner, leading his school to league championships in 3 sports, all league in volleyball, basketball, and baseball. Hesperia Christian's Tyler O'Brien, a 4-sport star for the Patriots, cross-country, football, basketball, and baseball, all league in basketball and baseball. Victor Valley Christian's long-distance runner, Nick Osborne, 9th in the state in cross-country, Big Sky Conference champion in the 800 and 1600 meters. Division I girls, Apple Valley's Brittany Gray, all Mojave River League in basketball, in track, league champion in the 400 meters. Brittany sports a 3.6 grade point average. Hesperia's All-League basketball and Lady Scorpions Most Valuable Player, Brittany Herrera. Brittany with a 4.0 grade point average. Victor Valley's Autumn Jenkins, All Desert Sky League in basketball for the Lady Rabbits, and a 3.5 GPA. Granite Hills, Jordan McKee, captain of the Lady Cougars tennis, water polo, and swimming teams. She's also senior class president. Sultana's Alyssa Moffett, the Lady Sultans tennis player of the year, leading her team to a 46-6 season record, all Mojave River League, and a 3.86 GPA. Silverado's Destiny Rudison, first team All-CIF in basketball. 2008 Desert Sky League Most Valuable Player. Serrano's Corinne Tarver, cross-country, soccer, tennis, track star. Corinne led her teams to league titles and was league MVP in all 4 sports. Division I boys, Silverado High School's Dominique Bonapelle is the Hawks leader in tackles from his linebacker position. First team All-CIF, most valuable player in this spring's High Desert Classic All-Star Game. Sultana's Jared Brookshire, the Sultans' record holder in career wins. Jared is the school's first ever 4-time league champion in wrestling. Also excelling in golf, Jared is 2-time Sultans MVP and the 2008 Mojave River League Most Valuable Player. Christian Griffiths of Granite Hills is attending Stanford on a full scholarship in baseball. The outstanding catcher has also been #1 in the nation for his age group 4 years in a row in BMX racing. Victor Valley High School wrestler James Hudgens, Southern Section qualifier in wrestling. James was runner-up in the Desert Sky League for the Jackrabbits. Hesperia's Dominic Reyes, wrestling and football standout, 4.0 GPA. First team All-CIF in football, the Daily Press Defensive Player of the Year. Dominic, the Mojave River League champion, 2 years running in wrestling. Apple Valley's Phil Rivera, the school record holder in the 200 and 400 meters, Mojave River League
Track Athlete of the Year, a two-way starter, an all-league in football, a 3.42 grade point average. Serrano quarterback Will Dyer, guiding the Diamondbacks to the league title. Top's favorite memories of this student athlete who received the school's Gary Glover Scholarship Award for outstanding character and leadership. From this outstanding field of nominees, the winners, Division II Small Schools Girls, Gagan Sandhu.
I plan to be a neurosurgeon, and I plan to attend a medical school. In about 13 years, I see myself at the hospital. So, actually, I'm going to be playing basketball and track and field at my school, so it'll be nice.
Division II Boys, Stephen Mesner.
I plan on attending Cal State Northridge next year to play baseball and hopefully go to the College World Series.
Division I Girls, Corinne Tarver.
I'll be attending Arizona State next year and hopefully study kinesiology.
An All-American in cross-country, Corinne won a medal in the state track championships in the 800 meters the day before these awards. With sights set on the 2012 Olympics, is she going to take a break?
Maybe a couple days, but continue my training.
Division I Boys, Dominic Reyes.
Well, I'm going to go to Stony Brook University in New York and hopefully do great things over there like over here. All conference honors, All-American, I don't know.
Athletes with full scholarships are not allowed to receive additional funding, so the Gabrielson Scholarship is awarded to the runner-up in that event. Dominic Reyes has a full scholarship to Stony Brook, so the $2,000 scholarship was divided evenly between the two tied behind him. Dominic Bonapels. Dominic's favorite memories include this 65-yard touchdown run in his first start at quarterback in the CIF semifinals game. Dominic will attend UNLV. Also receiving $1,000, Phil Rivera, who capped his gridiron career with a fourth consecutive victory over Victor Valley in the Bell game. Rivera is bound for Chadron State in Nebraska. Corinne Tarver has a full ride to Arizona State, so the $2,000 scholarship goes to runner-up Brittany Gray.
Well, I plan on going to Cal State Long Beach to be a physical therapist, and it's very excited to get this. Like, I knew I had a good chance, but I just am overwhelmed because I need the money, so.
Title sponsor for the Gabrielson Fund, Desert Community Bank. Fundraising projects include the Rick Gabrielson Memorial Golf Tournament. This year is the 13th, held at the Green Tree Golf Course in Victorville. The Rick Gabrielson Fund is a proud affiliate of the High Desert Community Foundation.
Terry Kurtz here, throwing out an invitation for you to catch up with High Desert Sports Activity, your High Desert Sports Report, showing 3 times every day on Victor Valley TV, 7 and 11 every morning, 4 every afternoon. We hope you'll join us right here on Victor Valley TV. Terry Kurtz Online was brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville. Call 760-241-4663 for delivery, drive-through, curbside, or pickup. Down Home Grill, corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road in Victorville. Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers. Valu Quality Truck Bodies. Family owned and operated locally since 1954. The Bradco Companies. Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies. The High Desert Mojave River Valley's longest standing commercial brokerage firm. We Got 'em Tees. Your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. We Got 'em Tees. Silverwood. The developers of the Silverwood Master Planned Community support the events, youth activities, and programs of our High Desert Mojave River Valley communities.
Serious legal problem? Don't go it alone. The other guys have attorneys just waiting to blow you away. Contact Iwanzek. Get the proper defense by going on the attack. Iwanzek Law Firm. Trial lawyers for serious problems.
And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, conference and convention center for the high desert, and favored destination for travelers and visitors to the Victor Valley. Terry Kurtz here, throwing out an invitation for you to catch up with High Desert Sports Activity, your High Desert Sports Report, showing 3 times every day on Victor Valley TV, 7 and 11 every morning, 4 every afternoon. We hope you'll join us right here on Victor Valley TV. That's a wrap on this edition of Terry Kurtz Online. On behalf of Victor Valley Television Productions, thank you for watching. We hope to see you again next time around.